Alrighty, you guys, welcome to Interior Cabin 5137 on the Disney Magic! Holly and I are sailing on a 4-night itinerary to Disney's new island, Lookout Cay. And then we'll stop in Nassau, of course, and then we have a sea day all on our way back to Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale near Miami. So today we're staying in an interior cabin. This is the first time we've ever actually stayed in an interior cabin. We're on a trip with my sister, her husband, and our nephew, and my parents, and so we're all here. We kind of booked last minute. This was what was available, but we loved it. It's been fantastic so far. I wanted to give you a quick tour so you know what to expect when you're booking an interior cabin on the Disney Magic. All right, so let's check it out. When you first walk in, you'll notice your bathroom to the left. Our room attendant did just clean it, so everything looks really nice and fresh. Got some fresh, clean towels. One thing I think Holly would love for me to mention is that the interior cabins seem to all have the single bathroom combined, toilet and shower, whereas most of the staterooms on the Disney cruise ships have a split bathroom, so somebody can be showering while the other one is using the bathroom, the rest area, or getting ready. But the interior rooms do not. Pretty standard, so there's your typical bathroom. You know, you've got your sink, your toilet. There is enough room to navigate. It's not that bad. Tight quarters, but not so bad. If you're used to cruising, you'll do all right. On the back of the door, very important information. It's got your muster drill location. Ours here is in R, which is down in Animator's Palette, just a couple floors below us. What would a room on a cruise ship be without a lot of closet space? We've got plenty of hangers, life jackets above. I only have one shirt hanging here because we only have one night of dinner left. I've used all my others. And on the other side of the cabinet space, more hanging area, and of course, you're safe for your valuables if you want to store anything while you're on board. The rooms do come with a laundry bag, and you can do laundry service for an additional fee. They're very good. They're very quick to turn that around. Pro tip, you guys, if you've got hangers and you find that the boat is rocking, especially at night, they can do this. A little bit of rattling back and forth, little knocking. So what we recommend people do, pro tip, take those down, especially if you're in choppy waves. All right, now moving on to the cabin portion of the cabin tour. This is our living area. You'll see we've got a fold-out couch, so this does sleep an additional 2 guests. We have the curtain that actually does divide the room into 2 pieces, and the queen-size bed in the back. Complete with, by the way, a blanket that I absolutely love, and you can purchase that. So they say if you'd like, you can take it off the ship with you, and they'll just charge it to your room. I might do that because I think it's awesome. Over here we've got our desk area, pretty standard, with a stool. The stool is a bit heavier so that when you're rocking in the waves, it doesn't slide around. And they do have carpeted floors. It's the low-cut carpet, so it's pretty comfortable to walk around on. There's plenty of drawer space, you guys, so you can put all your stuff in the drawers. There is, as you see here, a hairdryer that comes with the room, so you don't need to bring one. And then, of course, a lot of extra drawer space below. There's also, in the drawers above, a little bit of extra information. So, if you want to send somebody a postcard, they do give you some complimentary postcards, which is nice. We'll send some of those to Hudson, our nephew. There is a mini fridge in all of the rooms. This is more of a cooler. It does not come stocked with anything, so we like to use it for our iced coffees and any snacks that we get from the buffet. But if you do require a full cold working fridge, I believe you can request one of those from guest services, especially if you have something like medication. Above here, I just want to point out a couple of trinkets that we have on the desk. So when we walked in, we found these really, really nice, actually, welcome gifts. So this is the Castaway Club waterproof bag. And I don't know about you guys, but I really love this bag. This is the Castaway Club Cruise Line beach bag. So it's a beach tote. You can put all your stuff for the beach in there and bring it down. Moving on with our tour, there's a standard TV. This does pop out. It swivels a little bit so that if you're staying back in the bed area, You can still see it at night. It's not huge, but it does the job, and there aren't a whole lot of channels, but you can get your standard cable, news channels, and a bunch of Disney stuff. They do have movies and things on demand, which is great. We use that at night. We watched Mary Poppins, and I think we watched Wreck-It Ralph actually the first night, so that was great. More storage space above, which is pretty good. For you international travelers, they actually do a pretty good job. We have a bunch of normal American outlets. They have some USB chargers as well, but we do have an outlet for the international plugs. We have a full body mirror on the corner, which is pretty standard. And then up here is our thermostat. It does get pretty chilly at night, actually, which I like, but you can dial it down and you will not be worried about the cold air in the rooms. Most of them have a nice piece of artwork above the couch. Ours is the song "A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes," which is a really classic song from Cinderella with the notes spelled out. And then, as I pointed out, we've got the couch and the desk here. The desk is a bit heavy, so that's basically it. Over here in the bedroom area, again, it's a full-size queen bed, which is wonderful. I tend to bring my own pillow wherever we go because it's a special type of pillow, memory foam, that really helps me sleep well. They do a great job incorporating that into the cleaning. Down below on either side, we have an additional outlet. I think on the right side of the bed, there's actually one outlet and a phone jack, and on the other, there are two outlets, plus a little switch for the reading light, which gives the room some nice ambiance at night. And a dimmer for the main cabin light as well, so you don't have to get up in the middle of the night. There are also small drawer space next to the beds with nothing in them, which is good if you want to put any of your belongings. And something I'd like to point out as well, plenty of luggage space below the bed. This is fantastic. Sometimes the beds in the staterooms do not have room underneath them to put luggage. These do, so we just opened up our suitcases and we use them kind of as built-in drawers since we didn't want to unpack this trip since it's so short. One thing we were disappointed about when we first checked in was that this room, the interior room, does not have a magic porthole. So Disney famously has portholes in some of the interior rooms that are magical and special guests might show up during your voyage. It just makes the trip a little bit more fun, a little bit more Disney. We don't have one of those, so if you're staying in 5137, just take note. And then one other thing, so Holly is so cool. She always finds the best things to do when we're traveling. She bought these. They're magnetic hooks, and they just detach. They're strong magnets with a hook attached. And most cruise ships, the walls, and especially the back of the doors, are all metal, so you can magnetize or stick these magnets to them, no problem. But they're great for hanging things if you need to. Just don't put them near the fire extinguishers or the sprinklers. You could bump them, they could go off. We'll be charged quite a lot of money for that. But they're great. So another pro tip, get a pack of those and you can hang stuff on the walls and do all that fun stuff. All right, I believe that is it for this cabin tour. I know it was a little bit quick, but I wanted to show you all the stuff that you could expect when you stay in an interior cabin. So if you like this cabin tour, make sure you give us a like below and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Let us know what you liked and didn't like down below. We've got a lot more coming your way, so we'll see you out there on the next one. All right, take care.